Before I start, I'd like to give you a warning that this presentation contains tomfoolery, shenanigans, and will provide a perplexing viewing experience. Hello, I'm Delano if you ask the feds, and Delano if you ask anybody else. In my junior year, I decided I was going to do my service learning project at Working Classroom. Working Classroom is an artist development center that provides people with opportunities to create art that promotes social change. My mentor was Manuel Hernandez, the Cultural Programs and Operations Director. He's kind of a big deal. Working Classroom was an interesting choice for me since it's not related to my future career plan of being a lawyer. I'm not really a visual artist, and it's only tangentially related to what I do now as a quote-unquote professional bass player. I chose it because I think art and social justice are things that go hand in hand. My role at Working Classroom could best be described as just being a general pair of hands. In practice, this meant I would go into Working Classroom on the days I had chosen, and I would do whatever Manuel asked me to do. This ranged from helping build frames to scraping paint off of other frames, cleaning and organizing spaces, and other sort of smaller scale projects. And whenever Manuel was asked to take on a bigger project, I would lend a hand. My favorite of these projects were building the Working Classroom Dia de los Muertos ofrenda and building stands for portable murals. A key part of this whole digital story senior project experience is for me to ask myself, how did I change and how did I change? So translating that from pretentiousness to English, I have to look inside myself to see how I changed during the senior project, and outside of myself to see what I changed at my senior project site. So, how did I change? Throughout the project, I built up physical skills, like learning how to plan out projects, such as the mural stands, how to organize materials, and how to use tools I had little experience with. I also built up career skills like professionalism, the growth mindset, communication, and collaboration. I learned professionalism by managing myself when I was working independently. I've already practiced the growth mindset, but I exercised it every time I took feedback from Manuel or anybody else who had something to say. I was always communicating throughout the project, mostly with Manuel, to plan things, to cancel things, and just keep each other in the loop on what we needed to be in the loop on. In terms of collaborating, my entire time at Working Classroom was spent working with or for other people, mostly Manuel, but also other staff at Working Classroom. Looking outside myself, how did I change Working Classroom? I kind of struggle from extreme humility, so I think the biggest impact I had at Working Classroom was the physical quality of life projects I worked on, like organizing and labeling materials. I left other marks on the space with like the art pieces I helped frame, the murals I helped build the stands for, and the small part I had in building the ofrenda. Now, reading the rubric, and definitely not a Smith's receipt, says I have to talk about dual credit. I took 2 dual credit courses at CNM this year, Composition 1 and Intro to Native American Studies. Comp 1 helped me learn how to create more coherent pieces of writing, allowing me to communicate more effectively with the people around me. And I took Intro to Native American Studies because it seemed really cool, and I was looking to take a class that had a focused content after the general instruction of Comp 1. Both of these courses allowed me to get acclimated to the demands of college classes and helped me check off some requirements for graduating from Amy Beale. The senior project and senior year have propelled me into the future. So, regardless of if my current plans end up falling flat, thanks to my experiences over the past year, I now possess the capacity to figure out how to keep pushing through challenges. The future is uncertain, but that's for me to deal with later. Thanks for watching.